Well, parents may get on their kids when they do something bad or wrong. For some, it can go a little overboard, and that could push kids away from their parents. But there are ways to overcome this and protect the relationship. Here to tell us how is local parenting coach Kim Minch. Kim, thanks for joining us this morning on Daybreak. And let's talk about repairing in the terms of a parent-child relationship, especially after some kind of argument or fight. Can you go into more detail on what repairing looks like, what it means?
Sure. Well, rupture is something that's going to happen in the parent-child relationship. That's just part of the nature of the relationship. Repair is really the skill that comes after the rupture. So, for example, time is of the essence, we know this time of year, and parents do not, they don't have time. There's usually 8 million things going on, and if they're frustrated, sometimes that comes out in their tone of voice. Catching that rupture and repairing it by saying, hey, I need a minute. I want to acknowledge I am frustrated and the tone of voice I'm using is not what I want to use. Let's take a break. I'm going to take a breath and we're going to start over. So the parent acknowledging and acknowledging what, their part in the, I don't know, the transaction that's going on with the child, right? That is getting tense. And then saying, hey, I need a pause. I'm going to take a break. I'm going to come back and do this better.
And why is repair so powerful, and does it look the same for kids of all ages?
I think anytime a parent, it doesn't matter what age, when parents acknowledge when their tone of voice or the way they're talking to someone is, not the way they want, it doesn't matter what age, I think it's helpful to acknowledge it. It lets kids know that they can let down their fear and the shame about the situation, because often kids take upon themselves whatever that tone of voice is their parent is giving them. So that doesn't mean parents should never, that parents, won't get short at times with their kids. It means acknowledge when that's happening, reboot, and show your kids that, we can do something a second time and do it better.
So should parents apologize to their kids even if the child is in the wrong and the parent believes they're right?
Um, should I think parents can point to a time when they have made a mistake and apologized or repaired that, and ask the child if there's something that they feel that they need to acknowledge themselves.
So one last question before we let you go, Kim. So parents are trying to repair the relationship with their kids. Is there one common mistake that we see parents make in that process?
Yeah, they spend too much time doing it, or they go into like a speech as opposed to just saying, listen, I was frustrated. I need to do this again. Let me try and be more respectful as I'm talking. That's it. They need to keep it short.
Keep it short, and hopefully it's a situation you don't run into, but it is the holiday season. So some great advice for parents and children. Kim Minch, thanks for joining us this morning on Daybreak.
Thank you.